Back when I was a little kid and I used to sit down with my grandfather as he told me stories about what life was like growing up in Germany during World War II, I never even imagined that one day we would be watching World War III play out live via social media. Back when I was younger, and I would do yard work and rake leaves, cut grass to earn money, to go to Barnes and Nobles and Books A Million to buy books about the Civil War or feudal Japan. Never in my wildest imagination, as I was learning about wars from the past, never in my wildest imagination did I think that the wars of the future would be recorded on GoPros attached to soldiers' helmets, yet here we are. And I know it's easy to get caught up in the midst of things, but let's take a moment to think about how crazy that really is. Let's take a moment to just acknowledge how crazy that really is. Like, you can be sitting at home chilling with nothing to do and go, oh, well, I'm going to go to the Cinema Shogun YouTube channel and watch Israel get invaded by a bunch of dudes with homemade paragliders. Or I'm going to go to this one live stream or this one live cam and watch Israel defend itself against missiles or watch Gaza get bombed. Isn't that crazy? How we just watch all of this stuff play out right before our eyes, live streamed, people with GoPros. But as crazy as that is, what's even crazier is that these explosions and these gunfights caught on live camera, they're not as interesting as the PR battles that are being fought via social media. Countries have PR teams that try to make them look better in the middle of wars. There's all of this propaganda. Terrorist groups literally have social media accounts where they upload videos and they try to recruit other people. We have terrorist groups with Twitter accounts fighting the Twitter account of their enemies. Twitter accounts arguing that belong to different countries. PR teams from different countries facing off against each other, not with guns and missiles, but with propaganda, fake videos, fake information to make the other side look bad. And I'm telling you right now, this war that's going on over there between Israel and all of these other people, the propaganda has been crazy. There's accusations coming from both sides that simply are not true. I have sat here and watched videos of fake dolls. Okay? I've watched videos of people grieving over what appeared to be dead babies, but in reality, it was fake baby dolls. These are the things that I have to deal with when sifting through all of this nonsense to bring you the truth. Now, what I would like you all to do is start following me on Twitter, because there's a lot of videos, there's a lot of things that I can't say and I can't show here that I can show over there. Such as these videos, these fake propaganda videos of fake babies and all of this nonsense that's going on right now as we speak. But in the year of 2023, it's become evidently clear that when it comes to New Age warfare, the fight for information online is viewed as being just as important as the physical battles on the ground. So as we watch both sides face off, we watch skirmishes on the ground, as we watch missiles and rockets and drones flying left and right, these two sides are also in a war for public opinion, in a war to sway public opinion online. And right now, there seems to be a huge split. But a lot of the younger generations, a lot of the younger folks seem to be more so pro-Palestine as opposed to pro-Israel. Now, that's not my personal opinion. I haven't chosen a side. These are just my observations about what actually is happening. So there's been a lot of PR, a lot of negative PR on Israel's behalf over the past few days because of what happened at this hospital. Even though it looks like Israel isn't the one that bombed the hospital, that doesn't matter. Word already spread that they did. So in an attempt to sway public opinion back on their side, Israel has been working overtime to put out the story about Taylor Swift's Bodyguard. Because it turns out that Taylor Swift's bodyguard has left Taylor Swift to travel to Israel to help fight in this war. And it seems as if this is almost just as important as everything that's happening on the ground, because Israel is trying to hammer it home to everyone, trying to let all of the Swifties know that they need to side with Israel because Taylor Swift's own bodyguard is with Israel. And it's crazy to me that we're in the middle of war. Over 1,000 people in Israel were killed during that initial attack. People are being killed every day in Gaza. Israel's getting ready for a ground invasion, yet they're not talking much about that. They're focused more on things like Taylor Swift. I mean, it's gotten to the point that Israel, the state of Israel, the country of Israel, they're using their social media platforms to talk about this Taylor Swift stuff instead of talking about, I don't know, maybe the Israelis that were kidnapped, maybe the hostages. Y'all should be focused on getting maybe the upcoming ground invasion. Maybe you should be focusing on important news, but instead of doing that, they're focusing on swaying public opinion, thinking that they can use Taylor Swift's bodyguard and the recent popularity of Taylor Swift and her recent tour. They're trying to use that to sway public opinion on their side. Look what they had to say. Taylor Swift's Eras Tour bodyguard returned home to fight for his country. Hey, Taylor Swift, we promise you'll never find another like him. We love you, Aaron. Taylor Swift's Eras Tour bodyguard returned home to fight for his country. And this is being put out by the state of Israel itself. This is not other people acknowledging that this happened. No, this is Israel saying, hey, pause everything. I know we're in the middle of war. There's all of this other totally important information that we should be running across our social media accounts. But instead of doing this, hey, look, Taylor Swift's bodyguard is fighting for us. So you Swifties, you need to be pro-Israel. Make sure you get online and pledge your allegiance to Israel, because right now we're not doing so good because all of the young folks are mindlessly protesting in the street, supporting Hamas because they're woke, freaking obsessed, radicalized college professors told them it was a good idea. That's what we're witnessing here. But it's just so crazy where we have come to the point that we're on the brink of nuclear warfare. A nuke could be dropped any day now. And countries who are in the middle of this war are more focused on, hey, social media, don't you like Taylor Swift? Well, you should support our war efforts. That's 2023 in a nutshell. That's just the current day. In the age of social media, World War III is not just being fought on the ground, it's being fought via Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, Twitter, Snapchat, and probably most importantly, TikTok. And it's not like this is the people's doing. Countries are doing this themselves because they know the power of social media and they understand the power of having public opinion on your side. I'm not saying that you shouldn't align with Israel or that you should. All I'm acknowledging is that these countries and even these terrorist organizations, they understand the power of social media. And I think people need to wake up to that fact that social media, this is where I'm going at, people, it's being used as a weapon. When you have Israel that's in the middle of a war, they're having rockets fired at them from every angle, yet they're online talking about Taylor Swift. What does that tell you? That they view social media and they view the way that you think. They think it's very important. Because it is. Social media is, how can I put, it's gotten to the point that social media, it's more important than most of the weapons they have in their arsenal. Social media is a more effective weapon than any of the missiles that Israel has or any of the missiles fired by Hamas. And the sooner people realize that, the sooner people will realize that it doesn't matter if you're a soldier on the ground, you are an active combatant in World War III. In the age of social media, when war is being fought on live streams and everyone's trying to get their war footage from their GoPro shared, they want their war footage to go viral, you have to understand that we are all on the battlefield now. That's the reality, folks. There's a reason why you see these PR pushes and why these countries are taking what's happening on social media more seriously than what's happening on the ground in their own countries. World War III is going to look a lot differently than World War II or World War I. Yeah, we'll still have things going on the ground, but much of this war is going to be fought via social media, via trying to influence you to think one way or another. So I'm warning all of you all that in times like this, you have to be very careful not to be too emotional. You have to be careful not to react to your emotional responses to the things that you're going to see, because people on both sides, Israel, Gaza, Iran, the US, people on all sides are all trying to manipulate you, trying to use your emotions against you to get you to pick a side, to get you to pledge your allegiance. So you have to be careful not to react off of your emotions. Think logically. Operate. As you operate, understand that a lot of the things you're seeing aren't true. They're not even real. That's the day and age that we live in. But make no mistake about it, like I said, you might not be on the front lines rolling in a tank. You might not be on a ship somewhere floating in the Mediterranean, but you're a part of this war. You're on the battlefield every day when you log into Facebook, when you log into Twitter, when you get on YouTube. You are on the battlefield and war is being waged against you as we speak. It's being waged against the way you think. War is being waged against your opinions. War is being waged against your beliefs. So just know that moving forward. But with that being said, let me know what you think about this down in the comments below. If you're feeling generous, you can drop a super thanks Or you can support my channel for totally free by hitting that like button, sharing that video, subscribing if you haven't already, ringing that notification bell. And as always, I'll talk to you all in the next video.